Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web.
Hello.
It's a road 2. It's Wednesday afternoon. And it's a road to my dad's. Excuse my beard. I just washed it. I can't do a thing with it. Ah dear. Yes, and we are leaving my new home. Or our new home. Whee! And heading off in a completely different way than we usually do. To get to my dad's, because we don't go the way we used to.
And there's something else that's different.
Yes.
We're both smiling. Again.
Yeah, we are quite happy at the moment. We have a nice house, we've got nice neighbours. Well, say nice house, we've got a nice flat, nice neighbours. It's peaceful, it's quiet. And Laddie is acting like a puppy again.
It's so great.
He's getting out in the back garden, he's running round and churching round like a mad Egypt. And, you know, we've just come out of where my street is, where I live.
Just entering Springview.
And my daughter and granddaughter live on the estate to the left now. So, not what you'd call a fair distance. So yeah, that's the layout of the land, or lay of the land as they say. What do we call it? We don't live very far from each other, so we're going to be popping in on each other, hopefully, over the course of the next God knows how long.
And if it's nice, we can actually have a nice stroll over there. With our walking sticks, obviously.
Yeah.
But we don't need to get in the car and drive there like we used to.
No.
All the time.
That's wobbly again, and I don't know why, because it shouldn't be on this bracket, but never mind. Hope it's not spoiling any enjoyment of the video. So, yes, updates on what's been happening. Well, since last we talked, we've transferred the rest of the stuff from the old flat into the new flat. Monday morning we went into Wigan and I handed my keys for the old flats back to them. That is no longer my responsibility, that is no longer my concern, that is no longer of interest to me whatsoever. It was a big, huge pleasure to hand those keys back, and the weight that was on my shoulders for the last God knows how long was lifted. So now we have what we definitely call a brand new start.
Yes.
So far 2019 has brought a new year, a new car, a new year, a new granddaughter, a new car, a new home.
Yes.
Well, a new hamster, we forgot about that one as well.
Oh yeah, new hamster, 2 new hamsters.
And also a new hamster habitat. And didn't we have?
No, it was Rizzy we got with the in January when we decided that we would use the voucher that Mum gave us as our
that was
gift
right.
to ourselves. So.
Okay. I just thought we got him before Christmas. That's all.
No.
Well, before New Year anyway. Oh well, never mind.
It took a little bit of time for it was early January, so we still had a Christmas tree up.
That's probably what's thrown me. Yeah, so that's what's been happening up to Monday. Tuesday, which was obviously yesterday, because today is Wednesday, because we're going to my dad's.
Jolly good.
How well worked out was that? I decided, after everything I'd done, that I was basically, my body was rebelling against me.
Yes, it was.
Well, my body, my brain was rebelling against me because I'd done way too much. I'd been overloaded with all sorts of things that I've had to do. God knows whether I've got everything done. I don't know. But we've not done anything in the flat, or we've not done anything at home in regards to putting anything away yet. That's the prospect that's still ahead of us. But we've decided we're going to have a couple of days of rest.
Yeah,
that didn't plan out the way we wanted, because yesterday, yesterday Ali and Mum went to a crafting members store kind of thing. I don't know exactly what it was.
It's a big warehouse, and a few years ago it was well known for its artificial silk flowers. You could get all different types of varieties of flowers that were made with silk artificial means. And well, my mum first knew about it when my Aunt Lynn took her and got a lot of favours from there for her wedding, and you know them, they're like long pieces of like plasticky ribbon, and you pull them up and they become a ribbon, a bow around the flower, like a flower type.
Yeah.
Florists use them a lot. She got some of them as well. But I went yesterday to find my bouquet because I don't want real flowers. My sister-in-law had real flowers, and she wanted it to be in frame and saved, and it cost her quite a lot of money. So I wanted artificial silk, whatever ones, so then I can frame them, put them in a box frame.
Yeah.
I can do that quite easily myself, and I might even, get some of that decoupage paper and put it on the, so it's a memory as well. So we went and had a look for the flowers, and it was really good. They've got like a little crafty section where it's not like hobby crafts. It's just like a little crafty section that you can get ideas from, and they have like little piles of, it's like done in little nooks where you can walk in and look on shelves and just different things there. And then in the middle of the warehouse is, how good is it?
Oh look, golden lamp.
Oh, very good. In the middle of the warehouse, that's where the artificial flowers are, and some are stood up in vases, some are stood up in like, what shall I say, like pigeonholes, but the bigger, they're like big pigeonholes, and they're colour organised.
Big pigeons.
And then you can get vases, you can get, them big them big like martini glasses, and different types of vases and stuff, different types of things that you can make up with them, and you can get ideas like the mum. So an idea which now I'm going to do as a favour for the men side of the guests. And it'd be quite easy to do because it was along the theme of the invitations, which I'm not going to talk too much about, because I want it to be, my nephew Jack is going to be a cameraman, and we're hopefully going to have a friend that is going to be he's doing photography at university, and hopefully he's going to be able to be a photographer, like static photography. Well, not too many because we can only have 50 people. So.
But also those 50 people, there's probably the chances there we've probably got 50 phones.
Yeah.
That are taking photographs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, where was it up to? So yeah, we went there, and it's now one of my favourite places to go. Definitely, and probably I'll be doing little arrangements with new flowers because my mum's got a card now to go there, like a membership card, and before it was like members only. You know how Matalan used to be before it went on retail. So it was like you have to have a member's card, but now you can join up and have a member's card, and you get told about special dates that are coming up, and it's dead good. If you live in the northwest, in the Greater Manchester area, I have to say that because it's not the Lancashire side, it's the Greater Manchester side. Have a look for the Country Basket.
Don't ask me.
On the internet, and you can order off there as well. There's one flower we couldn't get, but we're not fearing. The lady that's going to be doing the arrangements, she's going to get on to the interweb and have a toot around for us for it. So never fear. So that was that, and then we helped Mum get some soil, compost. Sorry, some compost from B&Q.
So.
Even though we were trying to have a day of not lumping stuff, but
so as I was saying, while Ali was there, I had to nip to the club to see one of the chappies there, and then I nipped into town. Had a wandering around town, gone to one of the what you call it?
That's my phone.
One of the butchers or one of the stalls in the market, and they had hot sort of meats products there. And I got some sausages with a Chinese style sauce, and I tucked into them quite happily while I was pottering around. I also got a big Manchester tarts for later on.
That was good.
That was really nice.
Oh my gosh, that was lovely.
And I got a few other bits and pieces as well. I actually got some more fish for Ali's tank, some more white cloud mountain minnows.
I know that was nice.
Didn't tell her about it, so I thought I'll be surprised. So
right, what you did was I said, got some more fish food because we needed some more fish food. So I went to it and we went to my little tank, Monkey Tree, and looked at the fish. Well, it was the fish food was to my tank. So I looked at it and said, that's tropical fish food. And he kept looking at the tank, and then I noticed a little fish. Wait, oh my god, it's one of them had a baby. Because we have actually got one that is pregnant. I'm sure is egg bound.
Well, we don't know. She's got a very the fish has a very swollen tummy. We're thinking that it's pregnant or it's got eggs, but it's been like that for God knows how long. We've not a clue what's going on.
It's not going to lay its eggs up if the conditions aren't right. So.
I know.
But now it's just the minnows that are in there, the golden minnows and the cold water minnows. And yeah, so it was a pleasant surprise. Little water, like it was just a mixture of different sizes of them now.
So we have both versions, the older version, or what I call the original version. I don't know whether this is or not, which is like a greyish colour, like a grey If you know what the neon tetras, where it's blue, the White Cloud Mountain minnows are grey.
Yeah.
So it's like a grey, but they've got that little neon flash with them.
Yeah.
We've got those, and then we've got the gold variety, which were the original ones are gold, grey. These ones are gold coloured.
Mm-hmm.
So they are
one
quite
of the gold
really
ones
nice.
that's got the big belly.
No, it's not. It's one of the original coloured ones. It's one of the first ones we got, which were the grey ones.
Okay.
I'm so pleased that somebody takes notice of the tank.
And then we even got a little tank for her,
Yeah.
and to see if she would mother,
Yeah.
but still didn't.
No, she was in there a month, and no joy with egg laying. So we thought, nah, she's...
Wonder if it's because it's cold, because the gold ones can go in a little bit warmer water.
I think they can both. I think they're both able to go in either in tropical tank or. No, I could try putting them into my big tank, couldn't I? Acclimatise them to warmer water.
Just her, or do you think the frail get gobbled?
Oh, the fry will get gobbled. We're not careful.
Unless we
Well,
just put like it in.
I'm thinking all of them might be able to go in. But nah, we're going to keep that tank as
Yeah,
yours.
we like that tank.
I think we might get a couple of bigger fish to go in there as well.
I'm not having her Anders here.
No. No, there are some bigger fish that can go in there, but they're not your standard goldfish. We don't want them too big because that tank isn't massive.
I like the fact that it's a little community of little fish.
Yeah, so we did that. Then I met him at B&Q and.
Well, you went
shifted
back and had your butter.
Yeah, I went back and had a butter and a cup of coffee, and then
Sort of went fuzzy then.
Went back and had a butter and a cup of coffee and got Lady out, and then got a message off Ali saying that she was back at her mum, so I set out again and went and give Care a drink, and then went round to B&Q and hung about waiting for him. And then went back to Mother's, had a brew, piece of the aforementioned Manchester tart.
Yes.
Brought all the compost bags in, and then had a ride round to a garden centre.
It's a very good tart, very good to, sorry to interject, but it's very good that we don't go into the market all that often because I'll be wanting one every time we go. And with my diabetes, I need to get that sorted. So. But anyway, but yeah, we went to the garden centre in Applebridge.
So we had quite a busy day, but there was no lifting or anything, so I didn't feel it as much as I had been doing. Although I was on the go, I seemed to be on the go all day. I wasn't picking up things and carrying things and lugging heavy stuff upstairs and inundated with bags and cases and whatever. So I found it quite a relaxing break, but still not, unfortunately, as relaxing as I want it to be.
But we had a nice Stephen had a nice surprise at the garden centre.
Yeah, there was a rose I've been looking for a while. Well, I'm saying for a while. There's a rose there's a rose I'd had. I wanted to replace it for this flat. Now I had been looking around in different garden centres and not seen it. It's actually called Fragrant Cloud, and it's a very dusky pink colour. Although it doesn't look like that on the picture, but it is a dusky pink colour. It's an absolutely gorgeous flower, full of there's all sorts of There's a full of depth. It's not just your single. It's not just your basic rose. It's a really nice, deep, full-bodied flower, as it were. And yeah, I was having a nosy round, and I just saw this particular rose. Went, oh, that looks a bit nice. And then I looked at what it was called, picked it up, took it to Ali, said, there you go. And she looked at it and it was Fragrant Cloud, so I found it. So I bought it, obviously. So it's got
I'm glad
potted.
you have.
So it's got potted up and is in the back garden of the flat now, waiting to be planted properly when we get the garden sorted out.
Yes.
So I was quite happy at that. I picked a few other bits and pieces up from there as well. One of our indoor plants. It's one of the, like a cactus kind of plant, although it's more like an aloe vera. But yeah, well,
yeah, look, it does.
It's got a bit overgrown with in its pots. It needs separating and repotting. So
you got me that for Dawn.
Yeah.
One of the first times I went to Bent's.
Yeah, so it does need looking after. So I'm going to take it out of the pot that it's in, separate some of the individual plants on it, and then repot them into smaller pots. So I've got some compost for that.
I've got I got an Easter cactus and I've had it for years, and for a long time it just wasn't looked after. So when I moved into Dawn, we put it in a pot and it come back to life. So cactuses are awesome.
That's doing well. Just that when I moved in there and brought them over, the soil in them both were bone dry.
Yeah.
So I flush them through with water, and then they're looking a bit worse. Not worse for wear, but they're looking a bit as though they needed a good drink. So I flush them through with water and let them have a place in the sun on the windowsill, and they're happy as Larry now. But as I said, one of them does need a little bit of TLC by and I know we're not moving at the moment because there's heavy traffic ahead. I don't know what's going on, but we are in a
just no movement.
We're in a long line of cars and there's absolutely no movement, so that's why we're not moving anything. Yeah, so I've got some compost for sorting that out. Got back to Mother's and she dug out some small plant pots for us so we can repot that plant.
Start her own shop with the pots she has.
Yeah, she could. So what we have to do now is get that sorted out. Then what else did we get yesterday? Oh, got some more biscuits for Laddie. Trying to think what else.
Not a big bag of biscuit, they do treat biscuits.
Yeah. They do these little tubs that you can fill with biscuits and it costs
$1.99.
£5, yeah.
A $5?
$4.99.
I thought it was $1.99. Must have read it wrong.
Oh, I don't know, it might have been $1.99. I've not a flipping clue. I thought you said $4.99 then.
No.
Okay, well, however much it costs. You just put your biscuits in and that's how much it costs. Like a pick and mix for dogs. It's awesome.
Just give him a little red heart.
So he gets one or two of them every now and again. That looks a big bird. It doesn't look like a crow. It looks much bigger than that. Don't know what it was.
Be a wood.
Oh God, it wasn't a wood pigeon. It was, crows are bigger than wood pigeons.
Alright.
No, it looked bigger.
I know I'm missing my cats, and at some point they will be coming over to the new place. But we're sorting a room out, aren't we, for them?
Yeah.
Well, one of the outhouses. At the outhouse we have like a corridor room and like a bigger room, and they're going in there. But before we can bring them over, we need to try and get at least that cordyceps tree or whatever it's called. Liliandii. tree down so then we can get a run built and put there so they can be in and outside and enjoy the because it'll be a bit strange for Fifi because she's been a flat cat for most of her life, but when we moved to Dawn, left her open, and Fifi's my black and white cat, my second baby, and Faye is my first, and Amber's your baby, isn't she? Well, it's both our baby, but she goes to Daddy a lot. And
I'm going to turn around in a minute because he's getting silly.
Oh, they're moving?
Oh, we're moving away. Oh, bloody gumdrops. There must be temporary traffic lights ahead, so... I know they've been doing some road works.
So when that happens...
Yeah, there's temporary traffic lights, that's what's holding us up.
So when that happens, the cat's going to come over.
Oh, here we are again. We're at full stop.
Okie dokie. So I was just watching an Astra doing some movements. What are we up to? So yeah, so exciting things ahead, I think. Well, we wake up and we get up and it's not, apart from the fibro and things and my undiagnosed issues, it's sort of put a little spring in our step, hasn't it?
Yep. Well, so we just have to get ourselves back into being able to
well, the kitchen's not overrun,
getting organised. So. Living room's mostly organised. The bedrooms, for the most part, mostly organised. The kitchen, for the most part, is mostly organised. It's just the spare bedroom.
We need to find some.
We need to be able to find a way of getting into the spare bedroom in order to be able to shift stuff. Because at the moment,
everything's at the door.
You can't get in there. So it's just a case of trying to get in, just find, dig things out and decide whether or not they're going to be kept or thrown. If they're being kept, they get put away. If it's being thrown, it gets in the bin. So, you know what I mean.
And we've got to, but now, well...
Now I've got to get into the mindset of
which bin?
certain bin for certain things. We didn't have, when I was married originally, we only had one bin to put all the rubbish in. And then we got divorced. I got the new flat, then I got divorced. And in the flats that I was in, it was a big communal bin that you just chucked everything in. So I've not had this. This goes into one bin and that goes into another bin. And this is also like, because I'm going into something I've never experienced, but it's been running for God knows how long. I've not had any, first-hand experience of sorting out all the recyclables. So that's the big issue for me at the moment with it.
I sort of have, because I've got the bins at door.
Yeah, so Ali knows what she's doing with it, so just, if in doubt, Ali, where does this go?
Hang on, got to look at the list. Because the printed off the list. The council's alright that way.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is dig out or try and find one of these segmented bins so I can put put each bit of rubbish that we find into the appropriate bin, and then they can just be picked up and disposed of as and when. So
Whee!
yeah, thanks. That's it. stretch, and then it's a cup of tea. Oh, awesome. And then I can get on with my church work in a bit. But we are going to have to nip and get some compost for some seeds we bought yesterday. A black and white, no, was it a dahlia? I can't remember whether it was a dahlia or not.
It looks interesting.
It was actually a black and white, I'm sure it was a dahlia.
Right.
And the predominant colour is black with a few white spots, and it's actually called Ace of Spades, which I really couldn't resist when I saw it. So we've got some
Any Motorhead fans out
yeah.
there?
So we've got, I'm going to give, when they start going, I'm going to give my daughter one, because years ago I got a game for the PlayStation 2, I want to say, called SingStar Deluxe, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'd nipped out. I usually went on this particular night to my sister and brother-in-law's, and just watched a few DVDs with him while his missus was out. And yeah, I got a phone call. Dad, come home quick. I thought, Christ, what have they done? So I rushed home in a big panic, thinking something was wrong. My daughter and one of her cousins were there, and they'd done a version of Ace of Spades by Motorhead, and all they wanted me to do was watch or listen to the video, or listen to the sound, or listen to the recording of it. I didn't know whether to be proud at the fact that they were doing metal, or whether to clip them around the ear roll for panicking me. But you know, looking back on it, it was so funny. But at the time, it was one of those annoying things. Because she panicked me so much, thinking, because I thought there was something wrong the way she was telling me to come home. But it was, yeah. So I'm going to do one of them, but I'm not going to tell her I'm going to do one. I know she doesn't watch these videos, but yeah, I'm going to one of the plans I'm going to do for her, and then tell her what it is and why I've done it. So there we are. But we're near my dad's now, so it won't be too long before I'm able to get in and get a cup of tea down my neck. Obviously accompanied by the odd rich tea biscuit, as you do. You can keep your hobnobs. I like my rich tea with a brew. There we are. And by brew, technically I do mean tea. I don't mean coffee when I say a brew, because
although your dad only drinks coffee.
yeah, my dad only drinks coffee, but as I was explaining last week, I only drink tea when I make it myself at home or at my dad's. I don't drink tea otherwise. So
I've made you cups of teas before.
oh, I know that, but
well, that's at home.
But again, it's home. That's at home. So.
But when out and about, definitely.
But when I'm out and about, it's definitely coffee. But there we are. So there's definitely somebody who wants to remove that door, because she keeps opening the door when cars are trying to overtake him. Oh well, never mind. He can work because I'm reversing onto my dad's drive.
Oh, and this is going to be fun and all.
If I can get there. Because as I said last week, it's whether or not I can actually reverse on the drive because of the way people park the blooming cars.
It's not a wide street.
It's not a wide street. Oh, I'm crying out loud, I can't do it.
Oh, go on.
No, I can do it, I just can't turn the wheel sufficiently to do it. I think I've done it this time. Oh, there's two blooming taxis here that are too born idle to park anywhere but directly outside the house. And then the ones who live across the road from my dad have to park directly across from the drive. and everybody's struggling to get in and out. Oh well. And he's just stood there watching. Oh well.
We have a little grin on his face. Look.
Well, at least I showed him I can do it.
Yeah.
Right, so that's it from us for this afternoon's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to getting everything sorted out that I can get back to the painting videos, but
Yes.
please bear with us.
Yeah.
There's only so much we can do. But we're going to try and get back up and running as soon as we can. But for Mally,
I'm going to say my saying. Smile, imagine and believe.
and from me, as always, take care, God bless, bye for now.
Ta-da for now.
Toodles.